A whistleblower provided these pictures to CBS News today. The green material is thought to be radioactive waste leaking from a tank at the Hanford Nuclear Reservation. The double-shell tank known as AY-102 already had been leaking from its inner container into the hollow safety space between the tank's two walls. But now, for the first time, radioactive material may have leaked outside of the tank into the ground. Contaminated rainwater was found in its leak detection pit. Tom Carpenter heads an environmental watchdog group focused on Hanford's nuclear waste. He says many single-walled tanks have been leaking for years.
A third of these tanks have failed already. 1/3, 67, 68 of these tanks, they've leaked 1 million gallons. There's more to come.
Most of Hanford's 177 tanks were built in the 1940s, when the facility opened to provide atomic materials for the Manhattan Project. 56 million gallons of radioactive and chemical waste are stored at the site. This winter, engineers discovered 6 new leaks of radioactive material from underground tanks. The Department of Energy, which runs Hanford, plans to clean it up by pumping the waste out of the tanks, mixing it with liquid glass, and sealing it in steel containers. Yet AY-102, which holds some of the worst waste at the site and may now be leaking, would not be pumped out until the year 2019. Washington Governor Jay Inslee says the cleanup now needs to be fast-tracked.
This is a national obligation. It is a national issue. It's time for the federal government to really step up to the plate and do its job.
That sense of urgency from the governor is because these double-walled tanks were supposed to be a bit of a solution at Hanford, a reliable place to put the waste until it could be pumped out. But Scott, if it's leaking into the ground, then the waste has to be removed immediately. And the problem is they have nowhere to put it.
Ben Tracy in our Los Angeles newsroom. Ben, thanks very much.